Could there be more evidence of Spyro's return? Let's find out. What's up guys, Canadian Guy A here. Since the last time I made an evidence video about Spyro's comeback, more evidence has surfaced. So the first piece of evidence is based on something I mentioned in my first video. Remember what I said about the first 4 figures? Well, they have announced and shown the Spyro figure that I talked about, and if you take a look here, it looks awesome. But the model that they use is not the Skylander Spyro, not the Legend of Spyro, but the original Spyro. But there is something else I noticed as well that caught my eye. See what comes with Spyro? This beautiful cardboard background thing, I guess? I don't really know what to call it, but it's what's on the box like thing. What's on it? Take a look. It's the Nasty Bull, and of course, the one, the only, Nasty Gnorc, the main villain in the original Spyro game, and as you can tell, they look, shall I say, updated? To look in comparison to the front case, they certainly do, but of course they could have just redesigned it for fun's sakes for the statue, but maybe it was a piece of work given to them from Activision? Who knows? For my next piece of evidence, we gotta go back to 2014. Back then, an article by PlayStation Universe talks about a man named Ryan Harrison, who was a digital artist who worked for Activision. He posted concept art for a Crash Bandicoot game on his DeviantArt. I'm only going to show these 2 images, but I put his channel in the link below so you can go check out the pictures yourself. But in the article, he said that he worked on a Spyro game and a Crash Bandicoot game. Quote, digital artist Ryan Harrison has revealed that new Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon titles were in the works but were cancelled by Activision. He continues with, Crash Bandicoot was canned in May 2013 with work originally starting in 2012. He says that a new Spyro the Dragon was in development for much longer. However, Harrison does not go into detail as to why the plug was pulled on both titles. Now this sets up an interesting question. Why would they cancel both games at the same time? The Crash Bandicoot Remaster came out 4 years later. Could it be that the games were cancelled for similar plans? We may soon find out. Now before I go to the piece of evidence that really puts it all together in a beautiful bow tie, I want to point something out. Spyro was released on September 9th, 1998. That means that September 2018 would be Spyro's 20th anniversary. There would be almost no better time than to release the game then. Now some of you might be thinking, okay, come on now, games take years upon years to make. To have Spyro come out in 1 year is nuts. Normally I would turn around and agree with you, but according to Engadget.com, Vicarious Visions made the Crash Bandicoot Remaster in 2 years. Now the engine for Crash is already built. They might be able to use the same engine for Spyro. Now if we aim for a December release of 2018, it would still fit the 20th anniversary area and would give them 1.5 years, which I think is doable since the groundwork is already set. That is if they started working the moment Crash was released to the public in the end of June. Now here are the final and likely the biggest pieces of evidence for our pint-sized purple dragon. After the release of Crash, the public outcry for a Spyro remaster became fierce. Forum after forum, tweet after tweet, comment after comment. Finally, Vicarious Visions acknowledged our outcry and told IGN, just keep asking. Then, in a conference call with investors and the lead publisher of Activision, Eric Hirschberg, I'm sorry, but can I just say that his name sounds like you're saying Hashberg, but with your lips put together? Hirschberg. I actually had to look up how to pronounce his name. Anyway, continuing. He told the team the following. We knew that there was a passionate audience out there for Crash. Full disclosure, myself among them, but we had no idea. It's hard to tell whether a vocal minority or whether there's a real mass audience until you put something out there. Crash has surprised all of our expectations by a pretty wide margin, and a couple of stats to underscore that point. where it was the #1 selling console game in June based on units, even though it was only available for 2 days during that month. We think we have other great IP in our portfolio that we're considering, of course. I think you can be confident that there will be more activity like this in the future with more great IP. So, with all these tidbits, want to know what this means? It means that we could be looking forward to a remaster of Fishing Derby! No? Okay, maybe not. But I think we could most definitely be seeing the Spyro Remaster in the near future. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do you think this is convincing evidence? Comment below and let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!